I just gotta get coconut oil melted. 2 minutes. I hate how messy coconut oil can be.
Yeah. I can't write something in the chat. It says sign into chat.
Oh, yeah. No.
Should I not fuck
You can
with
just
it?
talk. They can hear us.
Okay. Hey everyone who's here joining us. Jason's getting his lunch together right now. Bruce Wayne doesn't eat lunch. Well, maybe he eats brunch. He eats breakfast and he eats dinner. We feed him twice a day, so he already had his breakfast. He had his morning walk with his mom. I took him for a 1.5 mile walk, and then he ate, and now he's doing what he loves, which is laying outside on the deck, sleeping and enjoying the fresh air. So
His favorite.
Claudia says she just hears sounds, but not me. Can you guys hear me? What's up, Tabitha? Okay, good. Glad you can hear me. I maybe wasn't speaking up as well either, but
You can turn that volume up on the right. You see it?
yeah, you know what's interesting?
What?
The chat is actually coming up on the screen.
Oh, I put that there because I couldn't get it before.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Because I couldn't. I'm like, I'll just do it this way then.
This is actually a really early lunch. I feel like
Not
for me on the weekend, a lot of times because I sleep in and then work out, and I just like kind of like I like to putz around on the weekend a bit. I don't end up eating usually till later, but I had an outright bar right after my workout this morning.
What would you have?
I had the s'mores one. You didn't see my story?
No.
It was so loaded with s'mores goodies.
Really?
So it was really, really good. So that was breakfast.
You can slide this over more. Napkins?
I've got napkins over here and sea salt.
Where they went?
Yes, I love this Buff Bunny hoodie. I actually bought this one with my own money. I got the mauve colored one. It's the Beyond hoodie, and I knew I needed to have the black one. I really do hope they make these in more colors because it's just so cozy. Bruce is outside right now. He's had a good day so far, you guys. He went for a walk with me. He got a bath last night, so he's all cozy. And he ate his breakfast, and now he's just laying.
I can show him.
He's looking all sweet laying on the, yep, there he is. He's on the deck, just chilling. Living his best life. Good morning everyone. I'm gonna try to answer any questions you guys have. At the same time, we're gonna eat lunch.
Tell me what you got.
I am drinking a little afternoon caffeine. I usually like to have a little afternoon caffeine, so I'm having the green 3D, which tastes like a lime flavor. It's really good. It's one of my favorites. This one in the chrome.
4 or 5 case deliver.
Oh, sweet.
I got home, no worries. I'll just leave a check for her.
Okay.
Actually,
Ashley Red, do I have any advice for starting to run? Yeah, if you're just starting out, the one thing I would say is like don't necessarily put pressure on yourself to have to accomplish a certain distance. Like what I did was like, I find it easier to just go outside, which we kind of have to do right now, but just do like 30 seconds of jogging, or even just jog a little bit as long as you can and then walk. Just start with like intervals between jogging and walking and kind of build your way up for how long you can jog or run for, and just kind of slowly build upon that. And I wouldn't try, if you're just starting out, I wouldn't try running every single day. You're just gonna burn your body out completely. I would try doing a little bit at a time, maybe once a week, twice a week, and just slowly build upon it. So, it feels toasty in the house, maybe because the oven was on.
yeah, it's 71 in here.
Because we cooked Brussels sprouts. So for lunch today, I have a big bowl. All my foods are mixed in, which I know triggers some people.
Why does it trigger people?
Some people do not like their food to touch whatsoever.
Oh, you can touch. I just can't mix it. Knead it together.
Well, mine's totally mixed here. I've got organic turkey, and I just kind of cooked it up with some organic carrots that I used like a herby basting oil, and then some Brussels sprouts. I don't know why, but I've been like really craving cooked carrots lately.
He just wants some.
So I've got a bowl of that, and then some pineapple Jason cut up.
And then I have Brussels sprouts, a turkey burger, and that's not dry jizz on it.
What are we seeing right here? Is that the
it's
top?
Coconut oil. Yeah, coconut oil and Brazil nut. Brazil nut.
Scott, I've ran several marathons. I did start marathon running in college. I did my first marathon my second year in college.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Disney Marathon, which I've done 3 times. I've ran like,
14, 15?
yeah, like somewhere between 13 to 15 marathons. It's been a long time since I've done one.
You've done a lot out of college.
What was my last one? The Syracuse one with my sister?
Probably.
I think the last one I did was locally. They actually got it. They got a marathon locally finally, which surprised it took so long because it's actually a pretty big running population here, but I haven't ran one in a long time.
Because of Fleet Feet.
Yep, Fleet Feet, if you guys have heard of them. So I'm going to be talking with my mouth full.
So am I.
I feel like a lot of people don't like cooked carrots. You don't, do you?
I never used to, but I think I do now. Like as a kid, I hated it.
Like, don't those look so good? I sauteed them. You want to try a bite?
Mm-hmm. Those are good.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, like, I like canned vegetables too, but something about just cooking it on the stovetop, super good. Oh.
Now look at them. Weirdo. We have a serving of shrimp left, which you can have later. It's yours. I eat the rest of that.
Rochelle, did I say your name right? Are you a nurse? I'm just curious, working the night shift. Honestly, for folks that work different shifts, you're just gonna be on a different schedule than other people. So it really depends on what time of day you're sleeping versus working with how you spread out your food. I know I've worked with a lot of like night shift nurses before that just try to kind of limit what they eat while they're at work and almost do more of an intermittent fasting approach just because it makes it easier for them. It definitely depends on what hours you're sleeping. Like when you come home from work, do you go right to bed? You know, I'm thinking if I was night shift, I would probably, oh yeah, you want that?
Napkin.
Oh, napkin.
There's a tissue.
I feel like I would try to eat like a good meal before I went into work and maybe spare like some snacks for at work, because as a nurse, you're lucky if you have time to eat, am I right? Like most nurses that I know don't have a lot of time to sit down and eat. So I would probably almost spread your calories out, like either pre or post work.
No Popeyes in a while.
You want to ask about Popeyes?
I do love some good Popeyes though. Scott Jr. did.
I do still have, well, I don't know if I still have my pro card. I'm going to be honest with you. Do I? I don't know. I'd probably have to, if I was going to compete, I'd probably have to reach out to the organization and ask them if my pro card's still active. I got my pro card in 2016. And then I competed in 2017. So it's been 3 years. So I could totally understand if they don't honor that. And if I had to go through the ropes again, I would get that. I'm not really sure how they do it. And I don't know that they actually have something set in stone, to be honest with you. I feel like they probably would just
So yeah.
look, yes, you can compete, because then I have to buy your organization card to be a member. Then I pay to compete in your show. These natural organizations need money. So I would think they would still allow me to compete without going through and qualifying again. Do you want to try the turkey? It's really good.
It is good. It's different.
I'll let you answer Scott's. I'll let Jason answer Scott's question, because Jason works for Mark. If you guys didn't realize that, Jason works for MTS Nutrition. If you guys eat the outright bars, all the packaging, all the labels, this man right here, the brains behind it.
Mark's good.
He's the curls behind it.
He moved to Tennessee. They're building a house right now, which is still on track to be done May 21st. So right now, the whole family's in a small apartment. So being on quarantine, 5 people in a small apartment, I'm sure it's a little bit rough at the moment.
I bet.
Do a lot of people know about the online bodybuilding show?
I don't think so.
What is it, ANBF, I said? ANBF is doing a show where you compete from home. And you just basically have to send them your poses, like a video of your poses that day. And I think you have to be like next to a TV or a newspaper to show the date is that day. And you send it in, which is kind of cool. Plus it keeps people occupied that were like prepping.
Right.
And now they're stuck at home. They're like, what do I do now? At least they can keep doing something, keeping their mind occupied. And if they're prepping, they're eating less food, meaning there's more food in the grocery store for us. People aren't hoarding as much though now, you said? It wasn't bad? Thank God.
What you
The
recommend?
Arnold Classic didn't happen. It was canceled. Oh, the show happened,
Yeah, not the expo.
not the expo.
LH, in terms of recommending what to eat when one's retaining too much water and sodium, I mean, part of me is like, who cares? But also, you can drink more water. Your options are to drink more water or to pay a bit more attention to how much sodium you're consuming and kind of cut that back. But it all comes down to that sodium fluid balance. So likely just increasing your fluids will help immensely, which
Water.
I remember used to always like freak me out when I was a competitor and I would push fluids like the week before a show.
Well, you feel so bloated.
Yeah,
You're gonna feel
you'd
bloated.
feel so bloated, but you'd look so much leaner.
Yeah.
You know?
It was one of those things where if you don't look at yourself, you don't feel lean. But you look at yourself like, oh, I am lean.
Carrie, you want to know where this bowl's from? Better Home and Gardens. Where did I get that? Walmart, I think. Honestly, Better Home and Gardens, I think, is a Walmart brand. I love this bowl. It's like a big, thick ceramic bowl. Roasted yams, cauliflower tots, and Star-Kissed Tapatio tuna pouches.
What's that?
Ashley Edwards, that sounds delicious. I just don't know what kind of tuna fish pouch that is. I do love me a good tuna fish pouch.
He stepped up their game 2 years ago? Adding the flavors? 3 years ago, maybe. Yeah, probably 3 or 4.
Been a while.
Been a while now. He's mad nobody's out there playing with him. Bruce is at daycare all day yesterday. Now he's missing his buddies, which are just a bunch of little pugs. So you like that?
I do. This might sound weird, but this is like the first time I've ever bought and ate ground turkey that's not 99% lean.
I was eating a 99% lean one, but I put coconut oil and a Brazil nut on top.
Which has nothing to do with the fat content. I just never thought I liked non-lean turkey burger as much. But this is organic from Plainville Farms, and it's rather delicious.
Yeah, I prefer the taste of lean meat over like I'm a 95, 96.4 ground beef guy. Give me 85-15, I'm just grossed out. It just doesn't taste good. I don't like the texture of it. But I also kind of like my meat a little bit drier and overcooked almost. So that's probably part of the reason why.
Yeah. I feel like I could eat this, like the
Every day.
carrots and the turkey every day. Like I'm probably going to keep buying this.
Do it for a bit.
Yeah.
It's easy.
I think it's sad that some people won't eat carrots because they think they're too high in sugar.
Really? I didn't know that.
The whole like low carb
Oh, the low carb people.
era, like keto people, just give like certain vegetables a bad rap, you know?
See, she's with me. Elizabeth's with me.
Hey, Jess Stahl, how you doing? Did you tell him what you're drinking?
I'm drinking Starbucks cold brew, almond milk. I have a little bit of Planta maple French toast. Just like, if the scoop's this much, I just put about this much in it. And then I have a scoop of Pervitum collagen in here too. I usually have that every day. It's a good way to get in my collagen. What?
I like that Jason looks like a little skateboarder stoner boy. Yeah, like, you're a basic bitch. He likes his Starbucks, his cold brew Starbucks.
I'm super basic.
You are basic.
I don't want fancy. I want basic. I don't want to go to like a restaurant and they have all these sauces on it I can't pronounce and don't know what I'm eating. Just give me the steak. Don't put anything on it.
Yeah.
That's how I want it. I'll add what I want to it myself. Just cook it for me.
I'm just going out to eat.
Oh my god, restaurants after this is done are gonna be flooded with people.
I think everyone's gonna want to go on vacation.
No,
Like, I
everyone's
feel
just gonna want to go to the store, like just get out of the house.
I
I am a BB.
definitely want to go on vacation. Like, I don't know if I told you guys or not, but I was supposed to go to Hawaii and that got canceled for Buff Bunny Collection. I was also supposed to go to the Arnold Expo, that got canceled. And then one thing I wrote on like my 2020 bucket list was to travel for me and Jay. I wanted to go to Banff, which likely isn't going to happen this year. It's hard to say at this point in time, but I'm trying not to think ahead too much.
What month was it you said 2020 was canceled?
January.
In January, Kara goes to me, 2020's canceled, you watch. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Jason and I had tickets. I had bought tickets for like the first or second weekend in January. We were going to drive to Philly. I had taken the Monday off after work. We were going to drive down, go see Angels and Airwaves, who we love. Actually, our wedding, our first dance was to a song by Angels and Airwaves. So it was like going to be our like sweet little romantic like 2020 like start. And I just love going to concerts. So I was so freaking pumped. And then Tom DeLonge was sick. I don't know if he had the coronavirus.
He probably did.
But he had super bad upper respiratory stuff going on. And I was at work on Friday. The concert was on Sunday. And my sister messaged me that something came up on her Facebook that they canceled the concert. So I was super bummed. It actually put me in a little bit of a depression. because I like having things like that to look forward to, and it was just going to be so much fun. But yeah, so he canceled. Didn't happen. They rescheduled the concert for May, and I was just so bummed about it. I told Jason, I'm like,
it was midweek.
I'm like,
too.
2020's canceled, everything's canceled, and it's funny that I kind of like took such a harsh attitude towards it.
And then, like you said, you were supposed to go to Hawaii, and then we were supposed to go to Hawaii like a Thursday to a Sunday or Monday.
Right.
And then on that coming Thursday, she was supposed to fly to Ohio for the Arnold, and both those got canceled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just kind of
What's your agenda for tonight? Any awesome movies? I think we're actually gonna go in the on a drive. Oh, Ozark tonight. This afternoon, maybe just a hike somewhere where there's nobody around.
Yeah.
I literally haven't left the house.
Little bandanas.
I haven't left the house other than bringing the dog to doggy daycare yesterday in like a week. I barely went outside. Scott Jr.
I agree.
Scott Jr. We used to be into like the hardcore scene so big time when we were young. Like we used to go, like me and my friends used to drive to Syracuse where we live now, but to go watch like Earth Crisis,
The Lost Horizon.
The Lost Horizon, all those bands.
There was a little hardcore place in Messina, New York called Abracadabra.
Yep.
And that's kind of where I got into it. And it was just like, I remember it was just like, rah, rah, and everyone just kind of like, you did this. That's how you like got into it.
Yep.
I do agree with Louise. I think traveling after this would be super risky.
I do
too.
So
even if like things are lifted and you are able to travel again, I think this whole year it's going to be super risky because like we're in New York, so we're in the thick of it, and I think some other people are misinformed that just because
we're in New
they're
York, and our county is the worst. You told me last night. Right, Madison County.
Madison, yeah. We're
and we're like 5 hours from New York City, and our county is the worst.
For upstate.
For
upstate New York.
Okay, I misunderstood you.
Yeah, sorry. Upstate, we live in the worst county, but I think people think it's like New York only, and it's not, you guys. Like, this is probably a sign of what's to come to each and every other state in the U.S. and continue to travel worldwide. This is a worldwide pandemic. This isn't like isolated to New York. We are just struggling with it. We're doing so much testing. So yeah, I think it's going to be a challenge traveling at all after this.
I do, because I think what's going to happen is they're going to have everything open up sooner than it should.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows? There's no right answer, because the longer you wait, the worse the economy gets. We're fortunate we're still working. I work for an internet company, so we're essential, and she works in the hospital, so she's essential. Yeah. But we feel bad for, man, there's a lot of people struggling.
Yep.
So it's like there's no right answer. It's like you need money to survive, but
we need to flatten the curve for the entire nation.
So it's like, what do you do?
Right.
And the thing is, imagine like a massive, like something that's bad, that will like literally like, you get it and you die 100%.
Right.
Like this is a little bit of a wake up call.
Claudia, do you know anyone with the virus? I feel like being in New York, like so many of us like know someone at this point with the virus.
Brittany Brown's a nurse.
Seriously, and while, you know, I work in a hospital, I am not frontline, you guys. I'm not claiming to be frontline. I'm not working directly with patients, so I'm not risking my lives the way like nurses and doctors are. And
what song was it?
I don't know. I'm not good with knowing the names of songs.
Let me see if I can play it on my phone. I'll play it for you if I can find it. Is it on Amazon Music?
Too bad we couldn't do our little dance.
Yeah, no.
Actually, I think I have the album downloaded on my phone.
Okay, she's got it downloaded on her phone, so we can play it so you can hear it.
The dog's definitely sleeping on the grass right now. Do you think we could still do the dance if we tried? I don't feel like I remember it anymore, which kind of makes me sad.
Probably not.
Breaks my heart a little bit. I can never find the play music. Breathe.
Breathe.
Oops.
Play.
I'm gonna end up playing Marilyn Manson by accident.
second here.
You just restarted.
I don't know. How do you skip
I
from?
don't know.
This was our wedding song that we.
We took dance lessons.
I don't want to get hit by YouTube, so we gotta shut it off.
Oh, true. Okay. Well, that's our song.
That was
Breathe.
our song.
Breathe. We did a. Jason was kind enough to do dance lessons with me, and we had a whole choreographed dance that we didn't tell anyone. So I don't.
Well, our parents knew.
Did our parents know?
I think our parents knew.
I don't remember.
The lady was what, Ukrainian or Russian?
Yeah.
And that was like easy for her, so I feel like she was getting annoyed because I sucked. It's 12:58 p.m. Where you at?
Lisa's got an aunt in the hospital with possible bronchitis. It's scary right now, especially because of the symptoms too. Like, we've had a lot of people tested at our hospital, like staff and patients. And I guess from what our clinical director has said, there's a lot of strep going around right now too. Allergies are really high, so you've got some overlapping
we have
symptoms.
that climate change. It's tough. Mm-hmm. It's like working from home.
It makes me so sad. People's weddings that are canceled.
I know.
Graduations, people not getting their senior prom, their graduation.
Everything.
It's so crazy.
Working from home's good. I mean, the one time I would leave the house would be to go to the gym. So it kind of sucks that I was telling you yesterday, like literally my human contact is either gym time or when she comes home. By the time she comes home, it's around 7 o'clock-ish. She's got to take care of the dog, so just because I could do it, but then the dog is going to start acting weird because she's not taking care of him. So like my human contact is about an hour a day before I go to bed. So it's starting to get a little rough. But normally working from home is great.
Yes, Angels and Airwaves sounds like Blink-182 because Tom DeLonge.
It's the singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom DeLonge left Blink to go to Angels.
What was the other spin-off band he did? I love their album.
He did another spin-off one?
Yeah, another band. Mm-hmm.
Did he?
Tom DeLonge, yeah. They did one album before they did
Angels and Airwaves? I didn't know that. And what was Mark Hoppus' other band?
Plus 44.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Silver Wolverine? I don't even know if things are going to be better in June, quite honestly. At least for New York State. I don't know.
My prediction, gyms will open in August. I don't think they'll open before June.
Boxcar Racer.
Yes,
That
yes,
album
okay,
is
Boxcar
tits.
Racer, yes.
Love that album. I used to blast that on the treadmill.
That was good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank you, Mrs. Page. Good luck. 2010 GT1. Good luck for match day.
How does it look without
It's a stressful time. Since I did the coordinated program, I thankfully didn't have to deal with that, but whew, that's stressful times right there. Judy, as a radiologist, how are you able to work from home? Oh, because you're just reading the x-rays and things at home? Is that how you do it?
Turn the brightness down.
I'm just curious. We actually, at our hospital, just got a mobile x-ray contract set up. It's been the bane of my existence. But, so I'm like trying to learn more about this. But we're going to be having technicians come in and do portable x-rays. That way we don't have to send patients out to the hospital right now where they're more susceptible to COVID. So we're just starting up this contract. And then I guess they upload the results and a radiologist reads the x-rays.
Reads it from home.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that's how that works.
I think we're going to see like a massive shift in how business is done because of this. I think a lot of companies are going to realize they don't need like big of like that much office space and can kind of downsize their offices and have people work from home.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are going to start to try to be creative with like, you know, my hairdresser and stuff. She always felt like she could deal with a recession because people are still going to want their hair done. But when you're literally put out of business, what do you do? Like, how do you have kind of a backup plan for that?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I know.
I haven't had to think that way because I've always, and I'll be honest, like that was one thing that drew me to healthcare was in one way or another job security, like as much as you can have nowadays, right? But the ability to kind of always be able to go anywhere and know that you could find a job, because healthcare workers are typically always needed. So that and helping people were like the two things that drew me to healthcare. But anyways, lunch was delightful.
Always is.
I like eating.
Not as good as dinner, because there's no ice cream with lunch.
Chuck Liddell. I can't. Anything else?
I won't
going
show you
on?
up.
Yeah, don't. Show up your abs.
Anybody else have anything else?
When this first got started, I said to Alyssa, my sister, I was like, this better not fuck up the state fair in August.
Oh, is it canceled already? I'm sure.
Not yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be.
They haven't canceled the state fair. Like, that should just be like every state fair is canceled.
Like, I mean, every concert or tour or things like that seems to have been canceled. So I have a feeling the fair will probably definitely... I feel like any big event is going to be canceled for 2020, because who's going to want to take the chance of spreading that?
Exactly.
Yes, New Yorkers here for life.
No, we ain't living here forever.
We grew up in New York. We've
Yeah,
never
we've
left
been
New
here
York
forever.
State. We've lived here for our whole lives. So, yes, we did. We grew up further upstate, like right outside the border of Canada, a small town called Messina. And then we moved to Syracuse. I went to college here, and what's that?
I like that. It's cool.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, we've pretty much just been doing groceries once a week. In a way, that's kind of why I wanted Jason to get groceries, because I'm going to the hospital every day, so my life doesn't feel as different.
And I literally don't leave.
I'm like in routine still. It's my normal routine, and Jason...
Other than the gym.
Other than the gym, but at the same time, like, I feel like he's more susceptible to getting sick than I would be, so in a way, I'd rather him not be the one in the grocery store.
Yeah.
And me, although if I got it, you'd probably get it anyways, but I'd rather not take the chance of you being out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, dietetic internships, I'm going to be honest. I had someone call me the other day asking about interning, and I can tell you right now, our hospital's not taking any interns. We're not taking volunteers, interns.
They don't want to bring more people in.
All the nursing interns we had, they were all, school is canceled anyways. It's all from home, but I feel like this is severely going to impact folks who are going through school trying to get internships. That's a weird stage of life to be in while this is going on.
It feels like are like literally living in a sci-fi movie. Like, when I did go to the grocery store like a couple weeks ago, it's like I felt like I did something wrong. They're like, don't move, wait right there. I'm like, okay.
I know, I was like, hands up!
It's like, I just want my meats. I just want to eat.
I have a spray bottle with sanitizer in it at work, so I was like going to people's offices and I'm like, put your hands up before I come in. Spraying people and having way too much fun with it. We live in Syracuse, New York, so we're like 3 hours from Buffalo, and in terms of New York City, we're about 4 hours from the...
4 to 5?
4 to 5 hours from like the real bad part of this here.
Which just takes one person.
Yeah, Miss Page, I don't know about you going to Slipknot in June. Like, Angels and Airwaves canceled their entire tour for the year, and they even said they're going to delay putting out their album because they had an album due out this year.
Which means Peter McKinnon's documentary they're going to see...
Fuck, that's true.
...is pushed back.
Yeah. I know.
Not cool.
I don't think the fair is going to happen. Do you, Jessica? Which...
No, it's not.
Like, I literally look forward to it every year because, like, we started this tradition... with my sister and I going and meeting my parents there and getting drunk. I was hoping to redeem myself this year because last year was pretty messy.
So, yeah.
Last year was pretty embarrassing, so most of it we couldn't show you on the YouTube.
So they're doing online right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of stuff online right now. It's crazy. Oh, okay. I agree, Judy. The world is never going to be the same. And I know people keep saying that. They're like, I can't wait till things are back to normal.
There's no. Like, this is, it's not, this scenario is not the new normal, but how things are changing will be the new normal.
Yeah, this is...
E-commerce is going to be the new normal over retail.
Yeah, the world will never be the same.
It'll be interesting to see how many businesses close because of this. I mean, this is only like what, a few weeks in?
Yeah.
Wait till it's like summertime and they're still closed.
Right. And I feel torn because I do still want to support the local businesses that are staying open.
I have a friend who has a local business, a bird store.
And so it's that thing where it's like you want to be smart and be safe because we're not supposed to leave the house and be careful with things, but you also want to try to support these local businesses who are trying to stay afloat, and this is their livelihood. So it's tough.
It's very tough. I'm supposed to go to the Gulf Beach in June. Nothing will still be open.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so I don't think we can make any travel plans right now.
Yep.
I was telling Jason, like, this is the most vacation time I've had on the books in a long time. I mean, I get a lot of time off being a New York State employee, but it's almost like burning a hole in my pocket.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do now? Take time off and sit in your house and not leave?
I know. I mean,
like,
if things are nice in the summer, I might take an actual 2-week vacation where I just stay at home. You know.
The Sudafed 9/11 and this never be the same. Where would we move to? Utah, Wyoming, Oregon, Texas, Tennessee,
Somewhere pretty where we can be outside of it.
Colorado.
more. I do love New York, though.
I want like mountains
Yeah.
and hiking and about 100 acres to myself.
Yeah.
And a house in the middle of the 100 acres.
What? I didn't see that. Did you see they accidentally... Does that say put some COVID patients on that hospital ship in New York City? That I didn't know. I just read that this morning that they had that ship go to New York City to house COVID patients on it, I think. I did see they were recommending to cover your face in public with non-PPE because we need to spare it for the actual hospital. So the last thing I read is just using like a bandana to cover your face.
We have like 3 masks that are pretty good that we got just
For traveling, anyways.
Even before all this, because I get sick so easy, we got them for an airplane. And they're not perfect. I mean, obviously, somebody coughs behind you, you can get in, but it's at least some extra barrier.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it may not be, it's definitely not foolproof, but it's better than nothing.
I love Washington too. I don't know about, like, so Jay and I went to Washington only once, but it was like one of the best vacations of our lives.
Yeah.
Also because his best friend was getting married, and so he got to be around all his friends, and he also had to wear suspenders and look so cute. And
You always like it when I'm around my friends.
I do, because I see a different side of you when you're with your friends.
I'm not such a dick.
Yeah. No, it reminds me of, I don't know, just
Back in the day.
simpler times. It's nice to see you with your friends.
Enjoy your run. Get some fresh air.
Yeah.
And then rest up.
Yeah. Take care of yourself, buddy.
You're welcome.
You guys are welcome.
Oregon.
I'm going to be honest, this actually forced us to sit down and eat lunch together.
If not, it'd be me over on the island eating, and she'd be like,
Standing.
she'd be standing there eating.
We don't actually, we've had this like dining room table. We like never use it to sit down and eat. Ever. We use it to do puzzles on, and
I have some underlying conditions.
I definitely think he does. They're just
Like,
not
oh,
diagnosed, but
yeah.
definitely seem to be
But-
autoimmune.
Yeah, doctors have said autoimmune, but not exactly sure what. And they think it's more than one thing.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I bet you Northwest Montana's gorgeous.
ooh, I bet. Is that where you live?
See, one thing we need to consider remove is taxes. Because New York taxes are horrible. Like, they're
Yeah.
so bad.
Because of the city. Because of
Because
New
of
York City. It
which,
doesn't matter
which
where
I
you
never
live.
even go to. It's like,
It
can we
doesn't-
just cut it off?
Doesn't matter where you live in New York State.
You-
Because of New York City, that's...
You got to support it,
Yeah.
which sucks. Like, we don't even have we have a small house, and our tax is like $7,000 a year on this, and it's not even that big.
Oh. That's cute.
She is pretty.
Aw.
Then he's probably, your son's probably like, why does that guy have long, crazy hair? What's his issue?
Who's that girl sitting next to her?
Oh my God! Remember when we were making out in the car, and some.
The truck driver's like, hey, ladies.
Yep.
And then Jason looks over and he's like, oh. Jason used to have longer hair than this.
Yeah, I used to have, like, it was to here probably, right?
Yeah.
How long is it now?
And you used to straighten it.
I can't get straight.
I mean,
Yeah, it was
his
longer
hair is
than this
really
before.
long.
It's curly,
Yeah.
but it's long. Long and crazy.
Crazy curls.
It's very hard to rule out because everything just overlaps. Like all the symptoms can overlap. So they're like, we don't know. And then they just send you to a different doctor and make you feel like you're crazy. There's Nevada on Monday.
Yeah.
Nevada's at Tahoe.
Mm.
Sounds nice too.
I don't know how we do with elevation because the only elevation we experience.
Well, I know how we do with elevation. We die.
Okay, so we hiked Mount Rainier when we were in Washington.
And we were in good shape already.
And
within 5 minutes, I'm like, what's the matter with me? Why am I so tired?
oh my God, little kids were like hiking past us, and I was like, my back hurts, and why does it hurt to breathe?
I'm like, I can't breathe. I'm so dizzy. But you don't like to tell this part of the story. I think it said like the average hike time was like 5 hours.
Yeah.
We did it in 3.5.
Yeah, so
Three
that
and a
wasn't
half.
bad.
Not used to the elevation.
Yeah.
So we killed it.
Right, that isn't bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I can get you a throwback pic. You guys want to see our senior prom picture? I can grab that for you right now.
Yeah, we'll grab some old pics. I think big guy might want to come in. Don't go anywhere. You want to come in? Or are you going to run from me? Let's go. You got to say hi to the YouTubes. Come on. Yep. Come here. Let me get your eye. Let's stay right there. Make sure your feet are clean. Clean foot one, clean foot two. Show 'em Bruce, boo. Show 'em Bruce.
Bruce Wayne's here.
Bruce Wayne says
Bruce,
hi.
say hi to everyone.
He's really heavy, guys. You can't really pick him up that
everyone.
way.
Stay safe. Stay healthy. Hi, Bobbies. You smelling me? Okay, so I've got two pictures for you. The first one is from my senior prom. Sorry for the noise.
Her senior prom is my college graduation day.
Correct. In which we also got pulled over.
Yeah, we got pulled over.
Did you get a ticket?
No,
You got out of it.
I got out of it.
All right, so senior prom. Yes, I had already started dyeing my hair. My dress was from Delia's, if anyone knows what Delia's was. Should I put it up to the camera?
put it up to the camera. Here, I'll do it.
Okay. Jason used to shave his head. Jason went from one extreme to the other. He either shaved his head or he had super long hair. So that was us in front of my house on senior prom day.
Yeah, I would go from super long hair to just buzz it off.
So that was one picture. I don't really have a lot of pictures printed out from when we were younger, but this is from...
Yeah, we do.
How old were we here, Jay? This is when
That
we
was
went
Kyle's
to...
30th birthday.
This...
We just got engaged.
We just got engaged here, so I was 20...
I was 29.
Were you? That's when Jason had his hair straightened.
Can they see it? Hold on, let me turn up the monitor.
That was in front of Hoover Dam in Vegas.
I've made gained sense, and so has Kara.
That's us. Yeah, that's kind of... I think that's all I have like in a frame for you guys.
We should do that. We should just pull out like all like the printouts we have someday.
I know.
And show them to
we
the
have
YouTube.
so many pictures. That would be a good video.
That would be a fun video. That'd be a fun live. I'd like to do that live over like a video.
We have an age difference of 5 years.
5.5. Don't do the math. Thank you for telling us we look like children.
We used to look like children because we were babies there. I was 17 and you were 21.
See, she likes that idea.
Yeah.
Bruce has made himself cozied up in the couch.
He's ready for cuddles.
That couch was the best investment for that dog.
Yeah.
He used to sleep in the room with us on the floor, like we had a dog bed next to our bed, and he'd sleep in there probably half the night.
Mm-hmm.
The moment we got the couch was the moment he stopped sleeping in the room with us.
Come here, Bruce Wayne. Come here, baby.
He also likes to be the center of attention.
Where are you going? You want Steve? Bring Steve here. Come here. Come here, babies.
He gets jealous when we talk to the camera. He's like, talk to me.
What else was I gonna say? I forgot.
I have long curly hair and I figured it. Grow it out before it doesn't grow anymore. Good idea.
Look at his little head on the screen, Steve.
Bruce is such a character. He
such
really
a
is.
ham. Why are you wiggling your tail at me?
He's such a character.
Here. Come here. Come here. Huh. You playing hard to get?
He's such an attention hog. Here's one for you.
In my last year of undergrad, applying to coordinated.
He does feel left out.
Gaining any relative work experience. Really, any experience you can gain working in a kitchen atmosphere. I know for myself, when I was in college, I worked at a hospital, but obviously I wasn't a dietitian yet, so I couldn't work as a dietitian, but they hired menu techs. So what I did was I went around, I did like, it was a selection-based menu, so I went around with the patients and like did their meal selections for the following day. So it helped me gain a lot of experience with, number one, just building my confidence entering into someone's room who's in the hospital. That can be very intimidating. You need to be comfortable with that, kind of comfortable working with any kind of patient, and that gave me a lot of experience because I would go into the kids ward where they had cancer patients, the oncology ward for kids. I would go into the psychiatric ward, which is where I learned I loved psychiatric patients so much and I had a passion for mental health. I'd go into the adult oncology. We had a prison ward. So that experience really kind of got me equipped to deal with different types of people, you know, people of different medical issues. Really any experience working with patients that you can gain, or even just working in a kitchen environment, even if it's just working in the background in the kitchen, kind of understanding recipes and understanding menu production and all of that kind of stuff. So really any experience you can get like that. The dog is just distracting.
It looks hilarious on the screen. It looks super funny because the head's just
silly
popping.
Boy. Oh my god. This is why I can't get anything done. This dog.
Yeah, Tiger King was...
Hey.
He threw it up there perfect.
What are you doing? Mom? Steve.
Yeah, Tiger King was good. Everyone was a criminal in that one. I don't trust any of them. And what's her name? She fed her husband to the tigers.
Is it Carol Basco?
Yeah.
Was that her name?
She gave the tigers a snickety snack, I'm pretty sure. Named her ex-husband. Thanks, John. Much appreciated. Tiger King, Ozark, and Goosebumps.
And Goosebumps.
Come on.
Oh,
There's
no,
like
what about the other one? Like Lock and Key?
Lock and Key was amazing.
What was the...
Haunting of Hill House, which is old.
What about O?
O is good, but check out Lock and Key. It's weird because it has like, at times it feels like one of those like whimsical type fantasy movies, and then at other times it feels like a horror movie. So there's like a nice like mix of the two, and then the visuals and the cinematography are really good on it. So yeah, Lock and Key was amazing.
What's the All American? I don't know if I've seen what that is.
I think it's number 3.
Has anyone watched Love Is Blind? I've like heard it's cringy, but I'm also kind of drawn to the cringe because I really do like The Bachelor.
I was just gonna say you like The Bachelor.
It's super cringy, but I love it.
Can you? He's had that since he was a puppy.
And hasn't ruined it.
I mean, there's a few holes in it from when he bites down, but that's about it.
Why are you you standing so far back?
Oh, it was good, but super drawn out.
What one? Oh, Love is Blind?
Is it a movie or a series?
It's a series.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It's where like two people, you talk and you don't see each other. And I think you have to like decide you're
already
gonna
not interested.
You already decide you have to decide you're gonna get married without seeing each other.
That's stupid. Like, I wouldn't want to marry anyone without seeing them naked first.
Or testing the P and the V, taking the P and the V for a
Yeah,
ride.
because what happens if it feels like nothing because it's been like so like used? Nobody's gonna
Oh
want it.
boy.
Vice versa. What happens if it's so tiny you can't feel it?
That's
You gotta test the merchandise before you commit to life. Love is Blind's a trainer you can't take your eyes off of.
We're lucky.
Baby Bruce Wayne says hi.
Our neighbors love Bruce, and our neighbors knew our last dog, Winston. Look at him standing behind us. Do you see yourself on camera, buddy? Are you saying hi to everyone? Huh? Come on.
He wants attention so bad.
Our neighbors knew Bruce being a puppy, and they both love Bruce, and Bruce loves them.
And I talked to him before because we installed a fence. Like, everything is open. Like, all the yards were all open. So I'm like, hey, we're installing a fence. Do you guys mind? Just to be neighborly. I feel like if they were super against having a fence, we obviously would have second guessed it and like rethought things. But so they knew we were getting a big dog and all that other jazz.
Oh my God.
Have not, Miss Page.
I've heard those are all good ones. Like, isn't Dexter super long? Isn't there like tons of...
I think there's like 8 seasons, maybe?
Yeah.
Exactly. Same with Cane Corsos. Everyone thinks they're like aggressive because
But surprisingly, like, people that are drawn to Bruce, it's so surprising to me because
a lot of females and elderly.
A lot of older people are like, let me pet your dog.
And
I'm
not
you're
like
not scared of him?
Not like 60 old. I'm talking like 80-year-olds old.
Yeah.
Especially like the women, like older, like senior citizen women are just like, oh my God, can I pet him?
Super drawn to him.
It's weird. Like he doesn't really scare too many people.
This morning when I took him for a walk, I saw these people turn down the road and they're going wicked slow.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time.
And I'm like, why are they going so slow? Like, I'm off the road, they're fine. And they drive by and they're both like, like just staring and smiling and like waving. Like, okay.
Bruce will throw that, it'll spin in the air and he'll catch it. It's pretty amazing to watch. Give him growl. Growl. Can you growl for us? Loud. Right, ready? No, he's not doing it loud.
It's because you tired boys. He's putting up a show right now.
He is super well trained. It took about a solid year of spending time with him to get him this well trained.
Hey!
All right, Bruce Wayne, enough. Go lay down. Lay down.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed having lunch with us and just chit-chatting. I think we're gonna
head on out and maybe go for a drive. Get me out of the house since it's been a week.
Give the dog a little bit of attention since he's feeling needy right now. But I hope you guys are all doing well and enjoyed the live. We'll keep doing these for you guys.
So hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. What's it say? To do a while back that you're causing W yourself and I'm a new puppy. You're welcome. There's a couple, if you go to my YouTube, Jessica, there's some links for 2 really good and about to be 3 really good training courses. And you get 10% off if you use code Jason. So just go to my YouTube and check out the description box. There's really good programs in there for training puppies and then beyond that.
He's been working hard on that stuff.
All right, guys, take care.
Guys,
thanks for joining.
Stay safe. We'll chat soon.
All right.